What's up, my people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are watching this video from. Please don't forget to subscribe for more updates. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Man is shook. BlessingCEO on Arise TV after confessing that she does not have cancer after getting 30 million from stranger. BlessingCEO cash out though. The cash out with this cancer, God. BlessingCEO don't discharge. She has deactivated her account. He don't zoom out with the money BlessingCEO don't pack our money go. He don't pack Nigerians money. This thing where BlessingCEO just doing. It don't really sound well. If normal person can't get this cancer now, if the person can't come outside, Nigerians will not believe, because BlessingCEO just scammed Nigeria. He scam people, and this behavior is very bad. See, BlessingCEO, they use our money, they shop. God. Let's see the video, guys.
Also trying to do, when you do your biopsy, I want to have, different options and be sure of what I'm doing.
They said in 24 hours you made 100 million from donations.
Which kind of 100 million?
But the money not reach 100 million.
Never reach 100 million.
How much did that reach?
13
million. Many people are saying you are lying, that you should post your results online. So what do you have to say to them?
I can't post my results online. It's a personal stuff.
How many times have you done chemotherapy?
I've not started chemo. I just got the results. It's called the biopsy. It was a lump. Initially they said it was not cancerous. After a few months, when I wanted to take out the lump, they now said it is cancerous.
Online now, a lot of people say you should come and apologize
for what?
People you hurt.
Who did I hurt?
As in, you came out and you said the cancer is stage 4.
I think I'm not a doctor, and maybe I just passed the message that a doctor gave to me. I don't know the stage I am right now because I've run all the tests. In a few days' time, I'll go back to my oncologist and they'll be able to tell me the exact stage.
When did you know that you have cancer?
Ending of January.
Are they going to cut the off?
We are hoping it doesn't get to that point, but if it gets to that point, the most important thing is let me be alive.
Can you educate us more about the cancer and how can people prevent it?
First of all, as a lady, the most common kind of cancer we have is cancer.
Okay.
So please, every morning when you wake up, always try to check your and check if there is a lump.
What are the symptoms of cancer?
Sometimes you can have spine pain. There's sometimes you have this, it will be like say your body they beep.
Thank you so much for the information, Mama. So some people said you were trying to raise money to give to your husband to start a car business. You saw it?
For what now? How much Nigerians get to raise money?
Do you still need people's donation or you want to stop it?
I still need people's donation, but if you want to.
What is your biggest regret in life?
Nothing.
If you could go back in time to correct one thing?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
What do you have to say to your people?
I love you guys. Thank you so much for the donation and the prayers. God bless every one of you. The help that I needed. That is what it takes to create a brand. I've been on social media for 10 years. I've given my intellect. I've given love. I've given money. I've done a lot. So everything that I am getting, I deserve it. If you want to cry blood, cry blood.
Let me ask a doctor in the house, which is why I brought her in. Okay. So from what Blessing is saying, she discovered when the first time she went to the doctor, as she said, it was a lump and they told her it was non-cancerous, right?
Yes.
She goes back there 6, 7, 8 months later. Yeah. And that's how she discovered that it was cancer stage 4. So for you, as a doctor, what are the procedures what would you like to ask her concerning how she got from that level to the stage 4 level?
First of all, I'm very interested to know what type of doctor you saw, because there's a lot of disparity that I don't expect in medical personnel.
Okay, what are disparities?
So first of all, when a patient comes to me and complains of a lump, I will not do a biopsy first. I will first do an imaging. So I'll tell you to either do an ultrasound scan if you're less than 40, you're 35, 40. Then if you're above 40, you can do a mammogram before we get to the biopsy. And if you then do a biopsy, depending on what we're suspecting based on your history, you either do a fine needle aspiration cytology or a core biopsy, right? And after that, even if, because what you're describing kind of sort of sounds like you did a fine needle aspiration cytology, right? Even at that, no doctor on the surface of this earth that is qualified would allow a patient to move around with a lump in their breast for 6 months, because you don't know. Even if you do a fine needle aspiration cytology, they can be false negative. There's a very high chance of it being false. So you can never tell unless you remove the lump and you do a proper biopsy of the lump.
So what are the consistencies in her story?
So I find it very interesting that so I'm interested to know the type of doctor you saw. What type of doctor?
It's an oncologist.
Okay, so now fantastic. So I work in a teaching hospital. We don't send patients to an oncologist unless you have a biopsy, core biopsy result.
Well, she hadn't had
because usually you start with a general surgeon. General surgeon will establish the fact that it is cancerous, and oncologist is not the first person. Based on the fact that you even said, the person said it is not cancerous, no doctor will send you. That's why I'm interested to know the doctor. No doctor will send you to an oncologist with a non-malignant result.
Like I said, you go into the hospital. I noticed a lump on my boobs.
Was it Lagos or Enugu? Because I
was
know
in Enugu.
Okay.
So I went into the hospital.
Was it a teaching hospital?
No, it wasn't a teaching hospital. It was a private hospital.
Okay, and it has an oncologist. That private hospital has an oncologist.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So walking into the hospital, you go to a normal doctor. I don't even know what they're called, but you went to a doctor, he examined, he found the lumps.
Okay.
That was when he said, let's do a biopsy. I don't know what a biopsy is.
Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange.
No imaging, because...
Is that possible?
It's not possible. It's not possible because biopsy is very invasive. Nobody will grab your breast and just do a biopsy without an imaging.
There was no imaging.
Was it the left breast or the right breast?
The left breast.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't do an imaging, they just said go for a biopsy. It was when I went for the biopsy, it took about
Was it painful?
What was the biopsy process like?
Yes, what was the process like?
Explain it to us.
I think they gave me a little, I don't know if it's anesthesia to like numb the pain a little bit, then an incision close to the navel.
And what came out?
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
I don't know what, but something went into my...
Okay, so
my results are here.
Are you saying that's false? It's not possible to...
No, yeah, it's not sounding like a fine needle. It's not sounding like a core biopsy. It's not sounding like a fine needle. We use a needle. It's a needle.
This one is like how do I put it? Why would you call it a machine? I don't know the right terms.
Oh, listen, you're mixing things up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well. That's an invasive procedure. We use a needle.
Something went into my boobs. They brought out some. I think they said
what part of your boobs? Was it
exactly what type of your boobs?
The lump was found under my boobs. It moves sometimes. Sometimes it looks as if it beeps. So I think around that place, I think they said they bring out, I don't know if there's particle of the lumps or thereabout. That's what they say. Yeah, they took for the biopsy.
With a machine.
Sorry, is that
maybe a pin?
No, it's
medically feasible.
No, it's a long needle.
Maybe that's what
has a trigger.
Okay, what's the
it's
size
like
of
a minigun.
What's the size of the needle they used for you? If you're going to estimate it.
How do I?
Is it like 2 inches long, 1 inch long? How was the needle?
I was lying down, so not like you're seeing exactly what is happening. And I'm not in the medical term, so I don't want to say the things.
I'm sorry to say this, right?
Go ahead.
I saw that you studied economics, right? Okay, fantastic. Interesting enough, I dropped econs for further maths because economics was very, very detailed and very, very. So as someone that studied econs, I would expect you that if you have a life-threatening diagnosis, you should know it in and out, because when I see patients with chronic medical conditions, they know their condition in and out. Like sometimes they even know new researches that I have not even heard of because they are trying to survive. I find it very strange that you are mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know.
No, it's not something I should know, because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it over and over again. No, but you've been
given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage 4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know. So maybe at this point
we are going to.
That's what I'm trying to say. At this point, we're going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just said, let's get a second and a third
No, but
option.
Okay, so let
How
me
did you
say
know it was
something.
stage 4?
Exactly, how did you know it
How
was
did
stage?
you
Because
get
he
to the
seems
stage
quite
4
confident
analysis?
with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical
How is it
doctor.
possible to say you have stage 4?
But
if
it's-
they
Was
haven't
this same
done-
guy? It was that same Enugu doctor.
Yes.
Is it on in your report?
she's-
Exactly.
She's willing to show the doctor.
I will share.
Yes,
I will share.
I don't.
Okay,
I'm
can you show her?
interested
I
to
would
see.
share.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the doctor
By the time
said
you went
stage
there the
4.
second time?
Yes.
But what?
Just
can I-
based on seeing you was when he calculated it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What
things
do you
I'm not-
understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it. Right. So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media
Yeah,
to
but how did it
answer
get
the
to
question
stage 4?
for you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
For this BlessingCEO matter, Arise TV, they said a lot. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and please don't forget to drop your comments. See you guys in my next post. Thanks for watching.